Sunday afternoon, heading off to Geria, Sibang, Gede for the body washing of the Pedanda's brother. We've encountered a great big Pedahi kite coming down from Kasiman. 2, 3, all off to Padanggalak on a Sunday afternoon. Balmy just have to be busy. God, they've got the full balaclava terrorist outfits on. Hoodies and all. Kite bandits. Arrived at the Geria Sibang Gede. Geria Dalam Sibang Gede for the body washing of the Pedanda's younger brother, my daughter-in-law's uncle. The Banja are all arriving. Seems to have been a teacher at the SMA Dwijendra Denpasar. It's a lovely house, Manku, just came out. Put these interesting offerings. It's always very different at a Geria. Very unusual group of offerings there. Seems to be a magic party tent put up for the ceremony. Entering the family temple. Oh, I haven't been here since the deceased died. The Pedanda was away in somewhere. Christiastu. You can see the Pedanda, brother of the deceased, in his pavilion. Look at this, a whole big gathering of Pedanda. Selling influence to the priests here. Pedanda's showing me his holiday snaps in Di Prancis, Niki. Oh, rumah Prancis asli, plus pasir balinge. Mosamimu dan putih gantang-gantang. Just check out the scene. Oh, there's a lovely platform for the body washing. All the banjas and the people. Let's see what we've got up here. Sarang sopir mantan. So there's my mother, her daughter-in-law's mother, and the Istri Geria Dalam. Family album, my gorgeous daughter-in-law and her son Nutcha the monster and her sweet mother, the wife of that nutter Pedanda I was just interviewing. Gorgeous cousins. It's the daughter of the deceased in the middle and been living in Lombok. Sweet Lombok Barat nge? Di Mataram, Lombok Barat, Lombok Bali nge? And these are the sisters of Dayupon's late mother. So the lion, the corpse, will be behind this curtained area. There's all the near relatives, cousins, distant cousins of the deceased high priests in the north pavilion, and the Banja filling in the gaps in between. It's a very big traditional area. And the body washing will actually take place on this pavilion, so the nobles can stay seated and still get a view. Beautiful setup. Very classic and traditional. And they've already made this wonderful Sangha Agung with the betel nut palms, very like the Piadnyan being built in Kapaon. And it's got that pranchak bush tree behind the altar. Creates a decorative accent. The pranchak tree behind the altar creates a decorative accent. It's simple, lamak's very nice. Traditionally one brings long lengths of Khasa white cloth. Here's the competition, the professional competition here. Who asked you? Seems to be getting ready here, whoops. The deceased mother has brought this ring out. She'd be very distressed. Wearing the latest Jumbutan fashion, of course, over a lovely under. Amazing how in distress the Brahmins managed to keep up with fashion. And this is Manku, Ratu Manku, who's a Brahmin who's a Manku. So my good mate from the Puri Mungwi has just arrived. And the coffin and body is about to be lowered. All the Banjar ladies have got the special offerings. So the Banjar is bringing the corpse out of the ceremonial pavilion. The sister of the deceased. It's been dead for a month. There's his son in the green hat. What a beautiful... Samar Pagulingan has just started. Now, because it's a Brahmin elevated platform, so I'm lucky to be up here in the Prince's Pavilion to get this front row view. Beautiful Rembang cloth with another white North Java Majapahit cloth. So quite often it's the Padandas will come down and do the holy waters from all the different temples, but at the start of the proceedings we have Ratu Mangku. Meanwhile, the celebrity Padanda entertains his good mate while his brother's body's being washed. These kids going for it in the corner are brilliant. This is the spirit of Bali. The back corner performers, Everyone's getting a long view of the proceedings. Two gamelans, well, an uncle and a gamelan. Cameraman's having a bit of trouble getting his shot here. I'm better located. So as the body's being washed, princes are comparing notes about the best events at the Arts Festival, the World Cup, Wimbledon, raising the price for the first drink at Sky Garden. So they posted the body up in the air, with the mat with the proper sheets on it. Preparation for the final dressing. At this point the high priest will come out and administer the final holy waters. My grandson goes Nacho with his cousin from Sibang, who doesn't see a lot. The other cousin, his father. So here's all the jewelry and the headdresses and the finery for the final outfitting. Headdress, shirt. Big discussion on what dress he should wear. The ladies are screaming out, he never wore a short, he only wore a singlet. So the shirt was ripped off. Now this beautiful bit of linen, and then there's the kain babali. So Ratu Padanda, the deceased brother, is advising them how he used to like to be dressed. The Padandas will come down now. Padanda from Young Batu to perform the last rites at the house. There will be last rites at the graveyard. Lovely crystal keep on his top knot. What do you call that? Crystal bangle. So here's all the holy waters now. Look, the different village temples and special temples of the family. Check out those Pedanda's rings. Son standing by his father's head. And here's the daughter at the feet. They're not going to undo the hair and do all that sort of palace Indian rigmarole. And the face decorations are being kept to a minimum too. Get to drink and then the face washed with the different holy waters, as in death, as in life. The sister singing a beautiful Kidung hymn. So we have the lead officiating Pedanda from Young Batu, and these are the Penyiraman Samaton Samaton. Here is the son-in-law of the deceased from Lombok, getting his son to go up and have a look. So here's the brother of the deceased. Very, very sad. The mother of the deceased being carried over to perform the rites for her son. She's a Pedanda Istri in her own right. Very, very moving. Incredible. She's tying his kalawista on. Her grandson is almost in tears. The whole courtyard's in tears. My daughter-in-law is in tears. I'm in tears. Nothing like a mother showing such strength faced with the corpse of her son. What about the Balinese Brahmins? So, I've managed to convince the grandson to go up and see the corpse of his grandfather. No, he's coming back here. Very distressed to see the body of his beloved grandfather. How sweet are those boys. Looking after his little cousin who's distressed. That was very beautiful. I guess he thinks if the 90-year-old great-grandmother can do it, what a champion. Great-grandmother. Daughter-in-law. Well, that was very moving. The most beautiful thing was Gusnacha wiping the tear off his cousin's face. Another Pedanda has arrived. Chastu. Look at that handbag. Wow. It's like the Widji Taraja bag. Oh, Sanitasa. So the whole family is now praying to the spirit of the deceased in the direction of the Murajan, which is in the northeast corner of the compound. So another big beefy Pedanda has come bouncing in. His old friend, Pedanda's brother. They're a very tight group, the Pedandas, and understandably. It's like the Burlington Club or Whites. And another Pedanda has turned up. That's 5 or 6. So he'll go straight up, just in time. Oh, very glamorous. Very glamorous, the Pedanda Istri. She's come in like Gloria Swanson here. Look, she's got that look on her face. I'm still big. It's the courtyards that got small. What a power princess. What's that wonderful velvet thing called? They have it in she could acknowledge the mother of the deceased. She's having a good look. Another good look. Right, she'll probably stay there now. She's got a bum in the face of the mother of the deceased. So, it turns out that glorious Swanson Pedanta history here is from Geria in Sanur Intaran, and she gave me the fascinating history that all of the Geria, including this Geria, this Brahmin house, are descended from Geria in Sanur, which I didn't know. So, glorious Swanson Pedanta history from Sanur just told me, on the left, that all of the Geria of Tagal, this Geria, are descended from Geria in Sanur. And the older Gerias, of course, Geria Tokro. Got a full complement of Pedantas, the mother, such a sweet lady. I just climbed up on the pavilion to get out of there to take this photo, and there's a horrible crack. And she laughed, she said it doesn't matter. So we've got the grandchildren up now. Stump cam. Right, guys, let's go over the head and the reproduction. More than a stump cam shot there. Great grandson of the deceased. Teaching the 2-year-old how to look at corpses. So the princes are going home. So it's the great tying bit. It's that obsessive tying, that perfect tying the Balinese love to do. It's the tying of that mat around the corpse with the strips of kasa cloth. It has to be done in a special way, and you get these master knot ties that come in at the end. The banja takes over again. It's a big boy, it's a big boy. So as the sun sets on yet another body washing, the stranger will take his camera south, brave the traffic. Just being ever so sweet today. He's normally a monster. Gede Bagus Mereka. That's great, I got the boy. Off we go into the wild blue yonder, sailing high into the sky, back to the Bali Agung, back to the ceremonial pavilion for them. Touched that man's bottom, he didn't have the undies on. Whoop. Follow that up there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Of course, everything has to be done fast and furious for the Brahmins. Sign of respect. Faster and efficient, the better. This is where you get the big benches doing this bit. The real He-Man. Hello, He-Man, here I come. That's it. It's the end of the video, I think. Put the lid on the box. bola. Oke, Son. Pemain cewek. Sitang-sitang oh.